sidestep, bends it, it's bending, it's bending! Oh. 5 gets it inside 50, it's wide, they need a mark, battle!
Yeah, it was a good start. It was really positive. We came off the back of a really strong JLT series, which we thought we needed to do to get ourselves into some form, to give ourselves a chance to be really competitive in the first few games of the year. We had a few opportunities to sort of be 5-0. The frustrating thing was that we were playing 3 probably good competitive quarters of footy, and then we were letting ourselves down with one quarter or even 10 to 15 minutes of footy that was really costing us games. When Loans went down, it probably sucked the life out of the group. He's a really popular member of the footy club. He's so infectious with his energy, and to lose him probably destabilised us for a few weeks. So we started to talk about that. Let's commit to each other. Let's make sure we really play for each other. Talk about celebrating guys' efforts, so goals are part of that, or Nathan Brown puts on a big spoil, let's make sure we get to him. We've got to celebrate those things because he's got to know that we really value that stuff. So we probably went away from doing that for a period of time, and when we started getting back to valuing those little efforts and making guys sort of feel good about themselves, and we started to shift our results a bit.
St Kilda has pulled off a Shanghai surprise, with the club signing a lucrative 3-year deal to play Port Adelaide for premiership points in China.
Obviously, we had a pretty average result on the game, and the last quarter when I broke my leg, I knew straight away. Done it before, I know what it is, I know what the recovery period is. A lot of things go through your head: your family, your friends, your teammates who have seen you go down. Richo comes in and sees me to console me. The actual performance was disappointing. Everything else around the game was really positive for the football club. I think it's going to be a really positive experience for everyone going forward. Certainly there was some things that didn't go well for us, and there's reasons behind our performance, but I think in the long run it's going to be a really good venture for the club to continue with.
The 2019 AFL season has claimed its 3rd coach.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a tough time, but it always is when you lose a coach, and the coach can tend to get blamed for a lot of things. So as a playing group, I felt like we needed to take a little bit of responsibility. But to Richo's credit, I think his exit was tremendous. The way he held himself and the club, the way they dealt with was very respectful. The way you would want to be sort of treated if you were to exit the footy club, and the transition from Richo to Rats was pretty seamless, and he's done a great job, Rats, to sort of shift the focus to a really positive mindset for the boys. And as soon as he took over, he lays down his beliefs and his expectations of the group, what the next phase of the season looks like to him, what he expects from the playing group. And for me, it was just all about supporting Rats through that period. Yeah, frustrating not to get the result. Would have loved to have gone up to Sydney and finished the year off really strong. We would have loved to have got more and been closer to playing finals footy. But we've had a positive year in terms of unearthing some really young talent. I mean, Rowan Marshall's had a great year and gone from probably our number 3 ruckman at the end of last year to our number 1 ruckman, and one of the up-and-coming ruckmen in the competition. Addel's gone from forward to a backman. It can be tough to change ends, but he's had a really strong year down back, and he'll continue to grow in that position, and over the years to come he'll be a really solid player down there. And then Hunter, particularly second half of the year, he's stepped up in some really strong moments and had some big plays that have really either kept us in games or won us games of footy. Great that we got Callum Wilkie in particular into the footy club when we did. I mean, when Robbo went down, we needed someone, ready-made replacement, and he's been that. Behind his back half of the year has been super. He adds something that we haven't had, a bit of speed, really good user. So since he's come into the side, he's made a great impact. And Matty Parker was, he's a very exciting footballer. Another pre-season under his belt, we'll get more of the stuff that he was able to do throughout the year. The high marks, the goals, and the elite pressure he puts on in the forward half. So, another pre-season under his belt, he's going to be someone who opposition teams are going to have to put a lot of work into, because he's either going to hurt you in the ground or hurt you in the air, and he'll hurt a few blokes along the way. Maxie, he probably was close to playing the following week before he got injured. It would have been great to have had him in the back half of the year. His footy was, really heading in the right direction. was a frustrating and difficult year at times, but Saints fans are really loyal. We know they've been starved of success. You know, if we can keep our list together, add a bit of talent, our young guys will continue to grow, and we can keep our players in the park, then we're really looking forward to 2020, and thanks again for your support.